Hi everyone, I'm going to do a 5-minute tutorial on how to use Aviary, the online image editor. It's kind of like Photoshop, but it's free and it's online. Um, and I'm going to do a demo of something that Dan and I were talking about for his course. And so what you'll see me doing here is I've taken a screenshot using Jing of the Adobe Connect interface and of my iGoogle homepage. And my iGoogle homepage I set up, you'll see here in a second, with a notepad and a timer. And so this is to reflect Dan's idea of what he wanted to do with that, mimicking the ESPN show that he talked about a couple weeks ago. So we're going to use the Aviary image editor called Phoenix. And so you want to go to aviary.com, aviary.com, and when you get there you want to go to image editor, and it says the Phoenix image editor, and you'll click launch Phoenix and it will launch your image editor, and it looks quite a bit like Photoshop if you've seen Photoshop before. Alright, so what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to load my existing file. I'm going to browse for this. It's looking on my flash drive. I'm going to select the file that I know that it is, and I'm going to hit upload. Once it's uploaded for me, it's up in the Aviary area here. Just so that I can see it fine, I'm going to change my zoom here to 70%, and I'm going to hide my layers for right now. So you can see here's the Adobe Connect meeting space. Now, what I want to do is import my other image as well. So I'm going to go to File, Import File, and then I'm going to browse again to my flash drive. I'm going to choose the other file that I caught with Jing, and I'm going to hit upload. Now that's uploaded this document here. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to take the Move tool, which is the top tool here, and I'm going to move this over and put it right into the share space. And then I'm going to take the Transform tool, the second one down here, and what I'm going to be able to do with that is I'm going to be able to drag the corner and resize some things around a little bit. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to hit Enter, and that'll save that change. Now, maybe I don't want this Google ad here, because I'm going to show this to faculty as a proof of concept idea. So I think what I need to do here is get rid of that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to the rectangular selection tool, or the marquee tool as it's called in Photoshop. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to draw a box around this. I'm going to go down here to the color selector. I'm going to change the foreground color to white. And then I'm going to go over to the Layers tab here. I'm going to click down here in the lower left and start a new layer. And what that's going to do here when I hide the layers is when I create the Paint Bucket tool here, when I grab the Paint Bucket tool, I can now click that once and it'll fill in that area and get rid of the ad. Now I'm going to use Control D to stop the marquee, to get rid of it. I'm going to go back to the marquee again, and I'm going to do the same thing down here with these widgets. So I've got that. I check and see here I'm still on my new layer. That's great. I'm going to grab the paint bucket. I'm going to click here, and it's gone. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit Control D again, and I'm going to say that, great, this is perfect. I want to share this now in my Angel course. So now I've got to export it from the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to File. I'm going to go to Export Image, and I'm going to say, okay, yep, that preview looks good. Maybe I want it to be a PNG file. That's fine. And I'm just going to hit Generate Image. And what that's going to do is it's going to start getting my creation prepared to download. When I'm done getting it prepared to download, which generally doesn't take all that long, I'm just going to hit the download button. It's going to prompt me for where to save it, so I'll call it Phoenix Dan example.png. Save it right to my flash drive is fine. Now it's saved it down. So now if I go in here to my computer, go into my flash drive, and I look down here, Phoenix Dan example.png, I can launch it in my preview tool on my desktop and see that it's there. So now I would just upload this to Angel the same way that I would upload any other file that I have on a flash drive or my computer hard drive.